Well, we've been here the whole time. Well, where have you lot been for 6 weeks? We're back at the Butts Arena, live coverage of Coventry United versus Yaxley in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Let's get you through your team news, starting off with our visitors of Yaxley, starting for the Cuckoos this afternoon. Number 1, Max Rigby. 2, Callum Pratt. 3, Ben Roberts. 5, Robbie Sutherland. Number 6, Jay Chivers. 7, Frankie Webster. Number 9, Luke Gilbert. 11, Fayed Rahman. 14, Tanaka Gova. 66, Ben Skeleton. Number 90, Matty Walker. And for Coventry United, Dan Moore, the returning Harry Sawyer, Charlie Faulkner, Chris Cox, Dan Cassidy, Luke Downs, Cameron Dunn, Riley Devoyle making his 100th appearance for the club. Number 9, Ryan Harkin. 10, Benji Adamarco. And 11, Charlie Shaw. And we are underway at the Butts Park Arena with Coventry United kicking from left to right in their usual attire of red and green. We have black lining and Yaxley in blue and white. It's been a long time coming, this, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Coventry United have been away for 8 straight matches, but here we are back on home turf. Let's get you straight into the action. Down the left-hand side it goes with Matty Walker. Deflects out off the hip of Daniel Cassidy on the fringes of the Coventry United penalty area. It will be a throw-in to the Cuckoos, who have been suspended from league action for 2 weeks. Looking forward to getting their teeth back into some United Counties League action. Ben Roberts cutting in from the left. Lays it off to Fayed Rahman. Gova looking to muscle his way through Harry Sawyer. Holds him off very well. And Luke Downs able to play it across to Cox. Wants support near and gets it from Charlie Shaw. Luke Downs, amazing to think this is his first home fixture of the season. Looks for Cameron Dunn down the middle, but cut out by Pratt. Adamarco straight back into it. Shaw. Harry Sawyer. He's playing it around at the back, waiting for the right chance to pounce. This could be it from Chris Cox, but interception made by the right back. Amazingly, the number 9, Luke Gilbert, is playing at centre-back this afternoon, so don't know that one for you. We've got a number 66 and a number 90 in the starting lineup. It's the crossfield ball looking for Harry Sawyer down the right-hand side. Sawyer couldn't stretch to make contact, throwing deep into away territory. About 5 yards up line from the penalty area. The throw to come from Roberts. Gova stumbles into the challenge of Harry Sawyer. Enough for the referee to blow the whistle. So 2 new signings to let you know about here on CUTV. Both familiar faces. Harry Sawyer returning to the club on a dual registration from Rugby Borough at step 4 in the Southern League. And Adam Miles from Racing Club Warwick in the same division. He's on the bench. Thumped upfield by Rigby. Headed out of danger in the penalty area by Daniel Cassidy. Downs receives from Devoyle. Sawyer. Harkin hadn't made his way into position. It's safely back with Rigby. Clears before Adamarco can do any damage. Headed back where it came from by Cox. End-to-end stuff at the moment, and now racing down the left-hand side is Ben Roberts, looking to get a march on Harry Sawyer and Daniel Cassidy. Cassidy makes the block. Sawyer looking to mop it up, takes it into the corner. And Cassidy slides in on Ben Roberts, keeps it in, wins the ball. Beautiful execution from a striker who plays at right back and today is starting at centre-back. Try and keep up. Charlie Faulkner utilised at left back once more in the absence of Steph Morley, out with a hamstring injury. Sawyer. Free ball for Downs. Now Cameron Dunn. Adamarco making the overlap, and it runs away from Cameron Dunn and thumped up by Jay Chivers. And Coventry have the ball back in their pocket. Harry Sawyer and Dunn and Adamarco racing for it. Cameron Dunn had not beaten the offside trap. The flag is up. Although it was a ball that he actually looked set to deal with rather comfortably. 5 minutes gone. Here at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 0, Yaxley 0. The first home fixture for almost 7 weeks. 6 games unbeaten on the road for the Red and Greens, but that Tuesday night loss at Aviston left a lot to be desired. Away it goes from Rigby. Cassidy, cushion header on the outside of the area to find Luke Downs. Now to Harkin. Harkin laying it down the left-hand side. Dunn won't be able to keep up with it. Callum Pratt will see it back to his number 1. Pratt curls it left. Inviting for Marco, but it is Ben Roberts onto it. Gover. Sandwich between old teammates Downs and Sawyer, but the ball from Luke Downs under hit towards Charlie Shaw. Picked up by Webster. Gover in a more central location receives from Farid Rahman. Now it's up with Matty Walker, but can do nothing to push Yaxley in the right direction. United with the interception. Harry Sawyer on the fringes of his own box. Here's Daniel Cassidy across the left-hand side of the area to Chris Cox. Now Charlie Shaw, a real mainstay in the Red and Greens lineup in recent weeks, signed from Highgate in the summer. Harry Sawyer, more advanced ball, finds Riley DeVoyle, making his 100th appearance for the club. Luke Downs through the centre circle to Cox. Shaw. Downs back to Cox at centre back. Now Cassidy, United a little short on centre backs at the moment, with Ritson having left the club and Morley injured. Morley has been playing at centre back recently, despite being a left back by trade. But the addition of Adam Miles should ease the worries. That's a beautiful ball down the left-hand side from Luke Downs. And Marco, just a pace behind it. Nearly clatters into our photographer, Chris Tyers, as it rolls into touch for the goal kick. Well, if you haven't been keeping your eye on the early action, final score from the Premier League, Brentford 3, Manchester United 1. Bruno Fernandes having a penalty saved when it was at 2-1. Before a Jensen 95th minute goal sealed the spoils. And more importantly, just down the road, just up Jimmy Hill way, Coventry City 3, Birmingham City 0. Goals from Thomas Asante, Torp, and an own goal by Bright Asay Samuel. Taking advantage of a 10-man Birmingham team. Jack Robinson sent off in the 42nd minute. And a free kick given in the Coventry United half of the field towards the right-hand side, halfway into their territory. And Chris Cox looks on in bemusement. I'm not entirely sure what the referee's seen there. But in fact, it's been given to Coventry United, has it? No, in fact, no, it hasn't. No, it goes to show that, frankly, not even Yaxley knew it was going to be a free kick to them. They were sat back, ready for the Coventry United counter. No one knew why the referee blew the whistle, except for the man in black. But it will be a free kick to Yaxley in bizarre circumstances, whipped in by Rahman. And an unchallenged header towards the net by Jay Chivers, hooked out by Cox. And now at the other end, it's Riley DeVoyle. Plays it behind to Sawyer, allowing his midfield teammates to shift out. Crossfield ball over to Charlie Faulkner. A marked improvement already on Tuesday's defeat at Aniston. Much more expansive play from the Red and Greens. Here's Downs. Charlie Shaw to Harry Sawyer on the halfway line on the right. Cassidy, who will be up for the corners, fancies himself as a striker. And Adam Miles, remember, a couple of years ago under Carl Nunn, was United's top scorer with 10 goals, despite playing all season at centre-back. Adam Marco looks to play in Cameron Dunn, and Cameron Dunn gets the first ever away at goal, and it drifts to the right-hand side. A driven strike from Cameron Dunn. Had Rigby worried. The first effort of the game. It's only taken 10 minutes. It's Rigby who plays it out from the back. Gover steaming through in with Sawyer, and a poor touch on by the left back Ben Roberts. Straight into touch with Coventry United throw halfway into their own territory. Cassidy switches the play. Charlie Faulkner prefers to play in a more attacking position in midfield, but has been utilised very effectively at left back with United's shortages in that position. And Cassidy looking to dink it over the back line, headed back where it came from by Roberts. Sawyer picks it up on the halfway line. Cassidy. Yaxley and United separated by 1 point and 1 place. United drifting down to 11th in the table in recent weeks due to a few too many draws and the cancellation of the God Manchester game. Aimless ball down the left-hand side ends up for a goal kick, and it will be taken quickly by Rigby. Walker couldn't bring it to feet. Cox, half volley back to his goalkeeper, Dan Moore. Shaw. Here's Luke Downs. Graced these blades of artificial grass for a number of years in his initial stint. This is his first appearance back on the Butts Park Arena service since playing for the likes of Rugby and Spinks. Shaw to Adamarco. A very congested backline awaits them. Can United prize their way through? It's Charlie Faulkner. Deflected effort. Rigby should prevent that from going out for the corner, and does. Underarm throw to Ben Roberts. Roberts to Chivers, who thumps it upfield. Return to sender by Charlie Faulkner. Game ahead, saying it's going on in the midfield. Who can bring it down? It's Rahman to Gover for Yaxley. Webster looks for an option down the right-hand side. Nodded into the midfield by Charlie Faulkner. Can Adamarco get to the seconds? No, he can't. Skipping past him back into his own half of the field is Callum Pratt. Sutherland. Now Chivers. Charge down off the back there. Charlie Shaw sends that one to the right, out for the throw-in. Halfway into Yaxley lines. Oh, plenty of action around the grounds in the United Counties League Pro Division South. Already a couple of goals. Ayleston 1-0 up at home to Easington Sports. Amesbury with a surprise lead at home to Daventry by 1-0. Histon already 2-0 up at Hinckley AFC. And Leicester Nirvana lead God Manchester Rovers by 1-0. Elsewhere, Bugbrook host Addiston. Marchtown versus Oadby, Moulton versus Newport Pagnell, Northampton Chenocks against Lutterworth, and Nuneaton host Northampton Sileby Rangers. And the referee wants to check the pressure of the ball and agrees that it's underinflated. A new ball is played over from the touchline. Jamie Bakaski has been in charge of Coventry for a number of weeks after the sacking of Ellis Elaine. But this, amazingly, because of his amazing long run of away games, is his first afternoon in the home dugout. United want to turn those draws into wins. The performances have been there, the results haven't. Shaw prizing it away. Frankie Webster caught out, and now it's DeVoyle looking for Charlie Shaw. Deflected away. And now Ben Roberts looks for the run of Gover down the left-hand side. It curls towards Cassidy at centre-back for Coventry United. And the red and greens try and press on again. Here's Downs in anchoring midfield. Adamarco behind to Sawyer. United try not to get overstretched at the back. Cox, the versatile and dedicated skipper, looked down the left-hand side towards Charlie Faulkner, but racing down the right was Ben Skellett, and it's deflected out for a Coventry United throw-in. Going too quick for his own good there, I believe. Dan Moore. High ball away from the goalkeeper. Sutherland can only find Riley Devoyle, but Devoyle can only find Sutherland. Shielding the ball from Benji Adamarco, has to try and clear it. Oh, and Charlie Shaw brought the ball down in the penalty area with Rigby nowhere to be found. But the first touch was lacking, and he couldn't tuck it into an unguarded net. Yaxley almost pressing the self-destruct button. And at the other end, Fulton has to play it back to Moore, with Skellett lurking menacingly. 15 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. It's Coventry with the best chances so far. Sawyer slotting it centre-back at the moment as Cassidy fills in on the right. Looks for the of Luke Downs. And Downs nods it past Sutherland. And Luke Downs in the penalty area. Pulls it back, looking for Ryan Harkin. But crucially, Jay Chithers is there to prevent the cross. And out for the corner it goes. Cameron Dunn, set piece extraordinaire to send it goal bound from the right hand side. Punch up by Rigby, who can bring it down. Devoyle and Roberts getting too close to comfort. Out as far as Cox in the fringes of the area. Cameron Dunn, shoulder to shoulder with his opposite number 7 and gets the corner. The low cross deflected out. In fact, no, the linesman initially gave it as a corner, but now Frankie Webster with the initial. Early goals in the Premier League. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0. Sarr with the 9th minute goal. The Reds just can't seem to get the best of the Eagles, and Manchester City, unsurprisingly, up early against Burnley. An own goal by Esteve. Overhead kick from Charlie Shaw. Adamarco tracked in from a offside position, and the flag is up against the pacey winger. He's had interest from Elston Park over the last couple of weeks, but has refuted the attempts to recruit and remains loyal to Coventry United. It's no surprise to see him straight back in the starting lineup now that these rumours have quelled. Cassidy can only find Roberts with the header from that free kick. Looks in from the centre of the park. Faulkner heads it out. Hard into the area for Gover, covered up by Cassidy. Shrugs him aside, scoops it up. Devoyle trying to prevent a Yaxley cross, and Roberts sifts down this left-hand side for a bit more space, a bit more breathing room. Into a centre it goes with Callum Pratt, and Pratt didn't beat the first man in Charlie Shaw. But Webster looking for a route through. Frankie Webster! Beautiful set-up play, dancing through the United midfield, but couldn't follow up with a finish. United rolling once more with Dan Cassidy. So, ball down the right hand side, and Sawyer has got acres of space here to get the ball in. Harry Sawyer cross towards the far post. Charlie Shaw arriving, headed up by the defender in Callum Pratt. Shaw's got on the end of it, but smothered by blue shirts. In by Faulkner, over Harkin. Sawyer! The perfect introduction for Harry Sawyer. The United favourite re-signed from Rugby Borough. He wasn't exactly a frequent scorer in his first stint for the Red and Greens. But Sawyer, with their headed effort close range, gives Coventry United the advantage. Finally got the mic working there. Can't go get the equipment, can you? Coventry United lead at the Butts Park Arena by 1-0 through Harry Sawyer. Brilliant way to re-ingratiate himself with the Red and Green Army. And the curling ball to the right-hand side from Walker is not going to meet Skellett thanks to the offside flag. I think it was going to go all the way out for a throw-in anyway. It's taken short to Luke Downs. Adamarco punts it back into United territory with Cox waiting for the right opening. DeVoyle picked up by Daniel Cassidy. Sawyer playing a higher line. It certainly worked in the interim. Cox, I'm going to float it over for Adamarco. Adamarco's on the end of it. Taking on Callum Pratt. Adamarco, Charlie Shaw lets it run. It's DeVoyle! Smothered. Max Rigby holding on well. Rigby lets loose down the right. That's straight to Charlie Faulkner. And United will progress with the goalkeeper once more. Cameron Dunn, chest control by Harkin, just sucking away from him. An attempt down the left to find Tanaka. Go over in a bit of free air, but it drifts out for the throw on this near side. United in control at the Butts Park Arena. 22 minutes gone, already halfway through the first half. Time really does fly when you're having fun. It's Coventry United 1, Yaxley 0. We've been waiting for this day for so long, and already it's almost over. Adamarco, was there a tug from behind? Referee says no. And Rigby with the ball at his feet. Chivers. Now Gover looking to beat Sawyer with pace. He may have the pace, but he didn't have the strength. Shielded from the ball by Sawyer, throwing United in about 10 yards into their own half. Cassidy to Cox. Shaw dropping deep. And knocking it around the back four. Sawyer to Cassidy. Cox says play it over the left, and he does with Luke Downs. Adamarco trying to make the run through. He made the run, but Downs couldn't see an opening. Cox to Cassidy. Here's DeVoyle on his special day for the Red and Greens. Luke Downs. Adamarco. Downs again, back to Adamarco, and straight back to Chris Cox at centre back. Downs through the middle. In the centre circle goes the former Coventry Spinks man. Sawyer, first time ball onto DeVoyle, and DeVoyle tried to return the favour first time, but just shy of the right peg of Sawyer. Throw in to Yaxley, 10 yards into their own turf. The throw by Roberts, shielded by Matty Walker. Charlie Shaw in from the side, gets it back for the Red and Greens. Cox, don't need to take any silly risks here. They've got the advantage. They need to start picking up victories if they're to realise their ambitions of promotion. Downs and Sawyer making the run again. Harry Sawyer seems to be just the tonic to United's problems. And the cross from the right-hand side cannons off Ben Roberts, and Roberts has kept it in. Great awareness from the left-back. Chivers. Gover taps it on for Roberts, but Luke Downs is there to prize it back for the Red and Greens. Dan Moore between the six. He's had nothing to do all afternoon. Long may it continue for United's point of view. Adamarco. Through to DeVoyle, first time ball on. It's beyond Dunn, it's beyond Harkin. And cleared as far as Adamarco on the left wing for Coventry. Now Charlie Faulkner. Adamarco makes the overlap, plays it past Callum Pratt. Tries to pull it back. Challenge in by Pratt. Did he take it over the line? Referee says no. And the clearance down the right-hand side. Cox up for it, as was Walker. It's Cox who gets the header away to Cassidy behind. Cameron Dunn looks for Shaw. Cut out by Callum Pratt and fired out on the right-hand side. Coventry United have the throw, knocking on the door of the Yaxley area once more. Devoyle. Cassidy in the centre. Luke Downs to Harry Sawyer. Devoyle looks to play Sawyer through again, and Sawyer will get there. Challenge in by Gover, who got the last touch. Goal kick. Sawyer closed down by Tanaka Gover. Kick from Rigby. Gover up for it, beaten to the punch by Sawyer. It's a great personal battle between those two. Shaw. Faulkner onto Dunn. Cameron Dunn. And a slide in at the last minute from Luke Gilbert. Denies Dunn the opportunity to extend the advantage. Gover just able to flick it over the outstretched leg of Harry Sawyer. An advantage given. Sawyer's attempts to regain it. Gover to Roberts. Now Matty Walker on the left side of the area. Dunn gets in the way. Cassidy sneaks in and takes the loose ball. Downs with a nice 1-2 with Devoyle. Charlie Shaw turns away from the challenge of Rahman. Cox. High one for Adamarco. And Adamarco should get there. The bounce is kind. Down the wing with Shaw. And Faulkner would have been offside, but it didn't reach him. And the Yaxley retreat ends up with Chris Cox. Cassidy to Sawyer. Sawyer thumps it towards the penalty area. Easy pickings for Rigby. And Rigby is in need of some help here and throws the ball out. Neither goalkeeper have been particularly under pressure today. United have got the opening goal through Harry Sawyer, but it's not as if Rigby's been under constant bombardment from United. I can't imagine what sort of injury he has. But the physio heading on over. A reminder of the substitutes for Yaxley: Ethan Plummer, Evan Watkins, Kobe Smith, Jez Goldson-Williams and Spencer Haskins. And for United, Sam Ellis, Leo Wood, Gif Musa, Harry Wilson and the returning Adam Miles. A number of the Coventry United under-21s in attendance this afternoon. Their first home game of the season took place at 10:30 at the Butts Park Arena. A 5-2 defeat at the hands of Rushall Olympic. 2 goals, however, for the young Red and Greens from Leo Mattia. And it looks like Rigby is going to be able to continue. Goal in the Premier League. Chelsea 1, Brighton 0. Enzo Fernandez in the 24th minute. And elsewhere, Elston 2-0 up at home to Easington Sports. And the Neatons, surprise, surprise, have taken the lead at home to Northampton Sowerby Rangers through former Rugby Town centre-back Loiso Recchi. It will be a throw into Coventry United, but they should play the ball back to Yaxley as it was an injury-induced throw. Adamarco throws it back to Rigby. And Rigby picks the ball up belatedly and throws it down the right-hand side. 15 minutes until half-time, and the run down the right-hand side from Callum Pratt was cancelled out by a charging Riley Devoyle out for a throw-in deep into Yaxley turf. And sitting in the stands, a popular face here at Coventry United, our former club chaplain, Greg Barton. Great to see an old friend at the Butts Park Arena. Here's Cassidy. Harry Sawyer loops it over the forward in Matty Walker to Chris Cox of Coventry United. Here's Devoyle. Couldn't find the route through the midfield. And now it's with Ben Skellett. Frankie Webster rolls towards the left-hand side, but it's straight between Rahman and Gover. Not exactly what Yaxley would have had in mind. Attempt down the right-hand side for Ryan Harkin. Under pressure, Robbie Sutherland has nowhere to go and has to roll it out on this near side for a United throw level with the area. It's just good pressure on show from Coventry United. Sawyer's throw to Adamarco. Back to Sawyer. Luke Downs. Cassidy to Shaw. Downs back to Sawyer. Chance to get an assist to go with his goal. Returns to Downs. Acres of space out wide for Devoyle, but the avenue cut off, so behind to Daniel Cassidy. Cox. Devoyle sending Faulkner down the left. Here's Charlie Faulkner. Pulls it back. And to Adamarco for the second. A welcome return to the starting lineup for Benji Adamarco. Sweeps it past Rigby. United in complete control on their return to the Butts. Well, despite playing at left back, Faulkner let his attacking instincts get the better of him. And they certainly paid off. Adamarco unchallenged, unmarked. And the winger doing the rest. His second goal of the league season. Benji Adamarco. Coventry United through and through. Coventry United 2, Yaxley 0. And Cameron Dunn looking to race down the right-hand side, caught out by the outstretched leg of the Yaxley number 3, Ben Roberts. And a yellow card. 10 minutes until half-time here on CUTV. Big thank you to our sponsor, Noack Transport, for their support throughout the season. Short one from Cassidy. Down to Sawyer. Under pressure from Gover behind. Sawyer undeterred and forces the corner. Charged down by Roberts. Attempted ball from the right. Devoyle's delivery. Cassidy with the swan dive towards the near post. Cox plays it back out to Devoyle. Devoyle in. Turned away by Pratt. United not giving up on this. Dunn. Deflected behind for another corner. Pratt again getting the block. In by Dunn. And the keeper found a little bit of space and leapt up to gather. Rigby. Skellett gives chase, a little barge in on Luke Downs. Throw into Yaxley. Halfway into United turf. In towards Webster. United keeping them at bay for now. Walker. Chipped it towards the left, looking for a helping hand. Last such, according to the linesman, came off Charlie Shaw, which United aren't particularly enthused about. Webster again the target, ducked beneath the ball. And it's easy pickings for Moore, who, quite frankly, could put up a deck chair today. Cassidy. Back to Moore. Cox to Downs. Patient build-up from Coventry United. Cassidy. Switches to his left centre-back in Chris Cox. The defence have done everything they've had to do. Cassidy urged to keep driving. Now finds Harry Sawyer. Over the back line, and Ben Gianmarco is swapped wings with Cameron Dunn. Cutting in on Roberts. Will he cross or shoot? He's forced a little wider. He's going to need some help from behind. Sawyer. Killed in by Sawyer towards Harkin. Sutherland's header prevents Harkin from getting on the end of it. Luke Downs. And a late slide on Jade Shivers. Referee says it's fair game. Faulkner, heavy touch on the left side by Shaw, but he's determined not to let it go. The defender holds him off just enough there, Callum Pratt. Walker runs past the attempted ball down the right wing. United straight back in the front foot. Sawyer attempts to find Faulkner on the left, cut out by Ben Skellett. And Skellett, is he trying to chip the goalkeeper there? If it wasn't a particularly good attempt. Sawyer. Can play anywhere across the back line. Cox. Faulkner finds Cassidy at centre-back. Has predominantly played at right-back this season, but called upon in the centre this afternoon. We've Adam Miles signed late in the week, and Seth Morley injured, James Ritson leaving the club. Devoyle looks for Harkin. Headed up rather than out by Sutherland. Gover's unchallenged header intercepted by Shaw. Downs onto Sawyer, and Gover with a meaty slide in, got enough of the ball on the halfway line. And the throw is to Downs. Cox. Look for Shaw through the middle, but cut out by Webster. Skellett down the right, tries to find Skellett, but it's too central, rolls out for the goal kick. Well, Bournemouth took the lead in the 26th minute through Semenyo at Leeds, but Leeds have just equalised through Joe Roden, the former Spurs centre-back. Alliston have taken the lead at Bugbrook St Michael's. Daventry have equalised at Amesbury. Adamarco paces through the centre, and Harkin's free. Ryan Harkin one-on-one. Bread and butter stuff. Feed the shark and he will score. Ryan Harkin. Beautiful ball through the back line. Ryan Harkin timing his run perfectly, and when eye to eye with any goalkeeper, there's only ever going to be one end result. Ryan Harkin makes it 3-0 to the Red and Greens. What an afternoon it's been for Coventry United. But of course, they've been 3-0 up at half-time before, and that didn't end up well, did it, at Abbey Holton? So don't count your chickens just yet. Closing on half-time here on CUTV. Coventry United 3, Yaxley 0, 4 to go until the break, plus stoppages. We will be going off air for around 10 minutes at the break, so get yourself a glass of something cold and a mug of something hot. Get back here for 4 o'clock for the exciting conclusion of this afternoon's United Counties League fixture. Gover. And Luke Downs sifting through the midfield to collect that loose ball. Devoyle. And Harkin down the left-hand side. Will he get involved once more? Tried the back heel through to Charlie Faulkner. Sutherland gets the knock on it. Picked up on the halfway line by Downs. Alamarco, Cassidy. Sawyer. United in cruise control as we close in on the break. Will they go for a fourth before half-time to make it even safer? Devoyle. Cox. Across his penalty area to Cassidy, with Walker trying to put some sort of pressure on the United back line. Cassidy driving up from the back. Adamarco returns to Cassidy. Cassidy nods through, but Sutherland skews it after a throw-in towards the left. So he gets the throw back from Daniel Cassidy. Cassidy to Cox in the centre circle, the United skipper. Devoyle. And Cameron Dunn, I should say, bundled over by Chivers off the ball. And now Chivers going in again. This time Dunn did have the ball. Sawyer sandwich between Chivers and Gover. Chivers down the left towards Gover and smacked off the face of Gover by Daniel Cassidy, who got there first. Little trip by the winger. Free kick, Coventry United a couple of yards into their own turf towards the right-hand side. Cox lays it off to Cassidy. Sweeps it left from Devoyle. Faulkner playing a higher line in recent minutes. Space opens up for Shaw in the midfield. Cassidy. Here's Harry Sawyer. Back to Cassidy. Now he's actually starting to try and snuff out the United flame. Cox. Luke Downs to Charlie Faulkner, gets the ball caught between his feet, but it's away with Downs. Devoyle, the offside flag raised against Charlie Faulkner as he tried to lay it up to Cameron Dunn. Faulkner looks on in bemusement. Rigby rolls up the boot of Shivers and allows Downs to intercept. Harkin to the left and Benji Adamarco. Adamarco couldn't find a route in. He's trying to find Roddy Devoyle. Shaw trying to bombard his way through. United won't let Yaxley out. Here's Dunn. Past Sutherland. And tried the through ball to Shaw. Sliding on Devoyle. Got enough of the ball for the referee's liking from Pratt. The clearance. Cox clearly having his arm felt there by Walker, and the referee, rightly so, blows the whistle. We've had 1 minute of added time. United leading by 3-0. Here's Dan Moore. Luke Downs through the legs there of Dan Cassidy. Cox's attempt down the left, driven away. United picking up everything at the back. This has been a much more controlled performance for the Red and Greens. DeVoyle. Faulkner makes the run. Covered up by Skellett. And Faulkner got a little too handsy. Free kick on the right side of the area. It's been a barren first half for Yaxley. No shots on target. Just the one effort towards goal, which went well wide from Webster. And the kick from Rigby. One in the air by Cassidy. Faulkner. Shaw side foots it to Luke Downs, who's controlled the midfield. Looking left towards Riley DeVoyle. Overlap made by Benjian and Marco. Looking for a more central crossing location, DeVoyle, but now lays it off to Luke Downs. Sawyer. DeVoyle still in support. Adam Marco wants his feet. Adam Marco found by Sawyer. Challenge in from the side from Pratt. Takes it away from United. Here's Gover. Shepherded towards the touchline by Cameron Dunn. Just kept in by the pacey winger. And plays it out off Cameron Dunn for the throw on the halfway line. But great defending by Cameron Dunn. Cassidy all over Walker. The referee blows the whistle. A little too much for the referee's liking. Could be the final chance for Yaxley to get something from this first half. Here it goes. And Shivers. Tried to get the effort away, but it just slipped off the boot. Sums up Yaxley's day so far. And United have to throw in deep into their own half after a very racy attempt to get it away. Pace of the game slowing down somewhat over the last 5 minutes as Yaxley try and bring this into a more attainable position. Cox tricks his way past Walker. DeVoyle on the left. Luke Downs to Charlie Shaw. And over the back line towards DeVoyle. It's a little too far over the back line, gathered by Rigby. Racing down the right-hand side, Skellett. Chance to lay it off for Frankie Webster from Tome. Finally something for the Yaxley fans to cheer about. And even the United fans applauding that one. Hit with venom from the Yaxley number 7. And the Cuckoos haven't quite flown the nest yet. So 3-1. The fans have already had their money's worth. 4 goals for their £7. We've had 6 minutes of added time. Harkin with the interception. Through ball for Adam Marco, shoulder to shoulder with the centre-back. And it's Robbie Sutherland who sees it back to the goalkeeper. And a pretty strong first half for Coventry United. Somewhat spoiled by that 6th added minute goal from Frankie Webster. But it is Coventry United in control at the break. Carlton scored at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 3, Yaxley 1. And we're back for the second half here on CUTV. Half-time score, Coventry United 3, Yaxley 1. Half-time substitution has seen Spencer Haskins introduced from the bench, replacing Luke Gilbert. Coventry United, as you were. Let's get back into the action. United now kicking from right to left in their red and green attire with black lining, and Yaxley in their home strip of blue and white. And immediately Yaxley looking to get on the front foot there. The ball from Ben Skellett cut out by Dan Castillas. Charlie Shaw taking a tumble in the midfield, thankfully back on his feet, although looking a little worse for wear. Rigby up from the back, headed on by Skellett. Faulkner trying to marshal Skellett away and does so beautifully, turns away from the number 66. That's not something you say every day here on CUTV. Number 90 and number 66 on the backs of Skellett and Walker. Coventry United in control at the moment by 3-1. Yaxley looking for an immediate reprieve in the second half as Walker lets fly, smacks off the bar. Did it cross? No, it didn't. Unbelievable effort from the boot of Massey Walker. Just 90 seconds into the second half, a signal of intent from Yaxley. But at the other end, Charlie Shaw looking for the through ball to Alamarco. Cleared as far as Dunn. A sea of blue in front of him, but Dunn continues. Sawyer looking to duck past Ben Roberts, but Roberts gets the better of him and cleared by Sutherland. It's in the midfield with Webster. Score of Yaxley's only goal before the half-time break, and Haskins looking for a through ball in the area, but United cutting it off. Got to make sure that every avenue is closed. Yaxley look like they mean business after the break, but Alamarco using his pace to his advantage down the left. Benji Alamarco in towards Ryan Harkin. He had Sutherland in his way. He got to the ball first, but couldn't turn it around. Sutherland for the efforts. Sawyer looking to drag down Gover. Referee gives play on as Yaxley continue. Spencer Haskins look to play Walker through. And the strike by Webster, sliding block from Cox. DeVoyle asking a lot of Ryan Harkin. Rigby sends that one high into the sky. Where's it going to land? It's Cox who nods it up. Faulkner first to the seconds. Chests it back to Dan Moore. And Moore claims the ball as Cox orders his players to wake up after a lackadaisical start to the second half. Cameron Dunn avoids two challenges. Eventually, the slide from Fayed Rahman takes him down, and Charlie Faulkner in need of some assistance too. United sending some players to go and warm up. Leo Wood, Gift Musa and Harry Wilson. We've had 4 minutes of the second half. Coventry United lead by 3-1, but already Yaxley baring their teeth. Massey Walker striking the crossbar, bouncing on the line within the first 90 seconds of play. And let's have a look through the latest scores in the United Counties League Premier Division South. A full round of fixtures. Nuneaton 3-0 up, the league leaders against Northampton Selby Rangers. Another goal from Kyle Jardine, who's just signed a contract until the end of next season. Ayleston have been pegged back at home to Easington. Ayleston 2, Easington 1, Bugbrook 0, Aviston 1, Ainsbury 1, Daventry 1, Hinckley 1, Histon 2, Leicester Nirvana 2, God Manchester 0, Moulton 1, Newport Pagnell 1, Northampton Chennicks 1, Lutterworth 0. And we are unable to bring you the score from March versus Oadby, as that game isn't on the on the football web pages app. In the Premier League, Chelsea 1, Brighton 0, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0, Leeds 1, Bournemouth 1, and Man City 1, Burnley 1. Jaden Anthony getting a goal before half-time at the Etihad. Charlie Faulkner back on his feet and back on the pitch. Cassidy to Cox, the centre-back duo. Back with Moore outside his area. Cassidy under pressure from Gover and called out from behind. Dan Moore, brilliant slide in to deny Frankie Webster the chance to round him. Webster's got it now after Skelet's effort. Skelet lets it go for Gover and gathered at the near post by Dan Moore, who clobbers Charlie Faulkner for good measure. Maybe frustrated with his defending there, although in fairness Faulkner wasn't at fault for the effort. Smiles all around as Adam Marco taken out in the centre circle. He's back on his feet, and a free kick to Coventry United as Harry Sawyer taken out by Roberts. It's a complete melee here at the Butts Park Arena. Taken short by Sawyer to Shaw. Luke Downs back in familiar surrounds of the Butts Park Arena. Looks for Harkin. Intercepted at the back by Roberts, who curls it down the right, cushioned header by Faulkner. Riley DeVore in his 100th Coventry United appearance, looking to make an impact. Down the left-hand side it goes to Adamarco. Faulkner's in support, covered up by Chiva. Adamarco looks for some separation, tries to sift it through for Charlie Faulkner. Chiva made the block and plays it down the right-hand side, over the white line. Coventry United had the throw. A couple of yards into enemy territory. Cox plays a 1-2 with Downs. Back to Cox. Over the striker Walker to Dan Cassidy, who's performed well at centre-back in an unfamiliar position. Downs. DeVoyle looking for Charlie Shaw, but blocked by Chiva. Webster looks for the run of Gover down the left-hand side, cutting across. Dan Cassidy gets the free kick too. Cassidy taking this centre-back role like a duck to water. Downs to Dunn. Harry Sawyer, now Daniel Cassidy. Cox, now Shaw in anchoring midfield. Downs moving a little further afield. Plays a 1-2 with Charlie Faulkner. Charlie Shaw, the two Charlies linking up. Sawyer looks for the run of Cameron Dunn, and Dunn's got there ahead of Sutherland. Cameron Dunn cutting in, put behind by the Yaxley defender. Corner kick, Coventry on, with the referee initially gave the goal kick, but the linesman making it clear the last touch came off Robbie Sutherland, and United have the corner on the right. In swinging by DeVore, and the flag is up on the far side. The referee's not seen it as Yaxley play away, but the lines are indicating the ball went out and back in again from Riley DeVoyle. And it will be a goal kick for Yaxley. Rigby takes it short to Sutherland. Aimless ball from the right back straight to Dan Moore between the six for Coventry United. Shaw. Delightful curling ball, but surely handball against Cameron Dunn. Referee says no, as he plays the through ball for Benji Adamarco, taking advantage of the referee's discretion there. Adamarco runs it through, tried to play it into the area for Ryan Harkin as he kept it in, but the referee surely should have blown the whistle against Cameron Dunn there. Clears as far as Walker. Here's Chiva. Beautiful pirouette there by Webster. And the through ball towards Gover. Flags up. The referee tried to give advantage, but has now called it back. United were playing the way out of danger. And another goal at Ellen Road. Sean Longstaff with the strike for Leeds. 2-1 to the Peacocks at home to Bournemouth. Sawyer. Pass down the right, cannons off the defender and deflects out for a United throw. And they're asking for a free kick. Yaxley, but the ball had already gone out of play when Sawyer made contact with the left back, Ben Roberts. It looks like Coventry are getting a change ready. Harry Wilson seems to be tying his boots up. Benji Adamarco shielding from the substitute Watkins and bundled over. United have the ball, the free kick, and the referee wants a word with the Yaxley manager, and it's going to be a yellow card. The Cuckoos boss not happy, and a change for the Red and Greens. Charlie Faulkner replaced by Harry Wilson. So Faulkner struggling after a knock early in the second half. United playing it safe. They have a 2-goal lead. They don't need to risk things. Wilson on for the remaining 34 minutes. Free kick whipped in by Dunn. Sutherland's header clear. Charlie Shaw thought about hitting it. It didn't quite bounce right. Ball towards Cameron Dunn. Cut out by Webster. Now Rahman. Webster. Gover. The Yaxley attack falters and cleared as far as Rigby between the six. Far out of his area. But gets the ball right to Cheever. And Sutherland, it's not the best of balls. Bounces into the area for Dan Moore. You can see he was looking for the run of Ben Skellett. But the ball too central. Dan Moore. United putting under undue pressure here. Moore's attempted clearance picked up by Spencer Haskins, the second half substitute. But down standing firm, and Harry Wilson in to collect. Adamarco, toe pokes it past Callum Pratt. Devoyle. Into Adamarco, crossing opportunity in the area, pulls it back to Voyle. Harkin with his back to goal, and now Charlie Shaw fires it over. Picture perfect counter for the Red and Greens, and a change coming up for Yaxley. So Kobe Smith replacing Tanaka Gova. Second change of the afternoon for Yaxley of the 5. United have made their first with Wilson on for Faulkner and an injury-induced substitution. Crossfield ball from Pratt. Webster knocks it back for Ben Roberts. Sutherland in support, and here is Robbie Sutherland. Keeps Devoyle at bay. Looks for support, doesn't find any. He has to go home to Rigby. Rigby looks long. Headed back where it came from by Sawyer. Not up by Sutherland. Under pressure from Devoyle, but mopping up is Ben Roberts. Rigby. Clears towards the halfway line. Beautiful first touch from Harry Sawyer. Cameron Dunn evades catcher from 2 Yaxley challenges. Back with Luke Downs. Adamarco already on the score sheet. Downs to the left-hand side, and Harry Wilson leaving Callum Pratt for dust. Wilson's delivery turned away by Fayed Rahman. Webster, trickery, keeps the ball clear of Cox, but the offside flag raised against Kobe Smith down the left-hand side. Had made that run a little too soon. Ball from Sawyer from the free kick is easy pickings for Callum Pratt. Cox lets it bounce harmlessly home to Moore. Here is Moore, clears under pressure from Walker. Flicked on by Adamarco. Beautiful ball down the left-hand side by Roy Devoyle. Harry Wilson takes it over. Adamarco in support, cutting in from the left-hand side. Wilson turns out of danger. Ryan Harkin, Wilson's still with him. Trying to shimmy his way through. Ryan Harkin! Oh, across the face of goal! It just needed a single touch. Harkin mesmerising the Yaxley back line. Less than half an hour to go here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United lead by 3-1. Yaxley's early pressure in the second half seems to have died down. The goal kick from Rigby straight over the head of Pratt. Harry Wilson, who's made a marked improvement in this second half. Cox sees his options limited ahead and sees his options limited behind. Has to play it to the right-hand side. Walker forcing Cox into a vulnerable position. But now Harry Sawyer, with Cameron Dunn in front of him. Block well made by Ben Roberts. Spencer Haskins finds Sutherland at centre-back. And Roberts well out of position. The ball to the invisible man down the left wing. And United have the throw-in deep into their own turf. Sawyer. Harkin cushions it down for Devoyle, and Devoyle looking for the run of Benji Adamarco, and Adamarco pressuring Callum Pratt, and Pratt has to play it out on the far side for a Coventry United throw-in. Even the sheer presence of Benji Adamarco is causing Yaxley some serious issues. The throw is to Adamarco. Pratt again getting stuck in. This time blasts the ball against Adamarco, takes him off his feet. Goal kick. Well recovered. Kick by Rigby. Sawyer sends it into the sky. Brought down by Roberts. But Yaxley go no further. Luke Downs clears. Rigby. Between the six for the Cuckoos. Looks for options further afield and brought down beautifully by Webster. And Webster, it was a good ball into the area. Just shame that no one was home for the away side. Wilson. Adamarco tracks back and gathers. Luke Downs. Shaw to Dan Cassidy. I expect to see Adam Miles later in the game. Cassidy's ball deflected off a blue shirt to the right-hand side. A Coventry United throw. Gift Musa is set to come on for the Red and Greens. Are United going to try and firm up the midfield here? Throw towards Harkin, nodded on by Ryan Harkin. Devoyle, the target cushion header, straight to the feet of Rolly Devoyle from the Yaxley defender. Ryan Harkin couldn't take it on. Haskins Spencer Haskins down the left. Kobe Smith. Webster, does he fancy a second? Tries to take it on. Wilson charges down. And Yaxley trying to prize their way through the back line. And Luke Down sliding in on Kobe Smith, getting the ball caught between his legs to prevent the substitute from taking it away from him. Dunn capitulated from behind. Chris Cox with a driven ball away with Devoyle. United under pressure but dealing with it well there, not buckling. Chris Cox with a driven run. Through ball to Adamarco for the fourth. Adamarco expertly denied by the foot of Rigby. Getting the left peg just a toe to the ball. Adamarco thought he had number 4 tied up. And United making a change. It is Gift Musa coming on and he's replacing Charlie Shaw. So Musa on for the last 23 minutes. Can United extend the advantage back to 3 and finish Yaxley off? Towards Cassidy, headed clearance by Webster. And Cameron Dunn, clean connection, but it flies to the left. And Manchester City have roared into the lead at the Etihad. A goal from Nunes and another own goal from Esteves. 2 own goals in 1 game for the Burnley defender. What a rotten afternoon for him. Cassidy. Downs over to the right hand side and Harry Sawyer. Done. Looking to leave Roberts behind, but couldn't get some separation in the centre. The ball is towards Matty Walker, bounces away from the striker, and Cameron Dunn with a comfortable, Dan Moore should say, with a comfortable gather. You see Cameron Dunn gathering the ball, then the referee will surely play with the whistle. Cassidy can only clip it to the feet of Haskins. But Gift Musa snatching it from the jaws of defeat. Kobe Smith losing out to the United substitute. Musa. Downs. Got caught on the slide by Rahman. But continues with Devoyle. Cameron Dunn. Back to Devoyle. More out with Cox. Benji Adamarco. There's acres of space out wide. Adamarco dispossessed from behind. Appeals for a free kick. Referee says nothing doing. Haskins. Now looking to cut in from the left-hand side. Frankie Webster. Towards Walker. Did it take a touch at the post? It's out for the goal kick, but nervy times for the Red and Greens. They concede 1. And they give Yaxley some serious incentive. Done. His run curtailed by Ben Roberts. The left back getting in the way, and Rob Hennedy, the assistant manager, playing ball boy. Throw down line by Sawyer to Dan Cassidy. Sawyer, who got the goal scoring started early on his return to the Red and Greens after a year at Rugby. Borough, that is, not Town. And also a stint at Sutton Coldfield. Here's Cox. Harry Wilson to Adamarco. Overlap made by Wilson. Takes the eyes off Adamarco and now plays it through for Harry Wilson and struck out for the corner by Callum Pratt. If in doubt, get it out. But it offers United the chance from the set piece. It's towards Cox. Couldn't get his head in it. They're trying to clear the handball claims there against Haskins. Referee says nothing doing. Downs hits the ground under the challenge again. Referee says nothing doing. It's Rahman upfield. Skellett. Musa wraps his leg around and pokes it away. And Devoyle lets that one go. A couple of paces behind it. Skellett gets the throw in. 20 to go here at the Butts Park Arena on CUTV with Liam Cook. Coventry United 3, Yaxley 1. The same score we started the second half with. United were a brilliant opportunity to extend the advantage through Benji Adamarka, but brilliantly saved by Max Rigby, and Sam Ellis will be the next player to make his introduction to the United lineup. Walker, left side of the area, flies over the crossbar and collected on the other side. But it will be a throw-in to Yaxley. Skeleton able to find any sort of assistance. So plays it off Harry Wilson for a Yaxley throw, I should say. And it will be Spencer Haskins to loop it in with the throw. Over Chiver. Cox tries to clear. And Webster for a second tight angle. Won't get the chance to strike. Cutting across Luke Downs. Harkin leapt a little too early. Hooked upfield by Rahman. Chiver. Shields from Musa. Straight to the path of Ryan Harkin. Defoyle takes over. Now Musa. Downs looks left. Intercepted beautifully by Chiver. Haskins. Where do you actually go from here? It's the ball down the right side and Chiver offside. Not the quickest player in the field. 2 United changes coming up. 1 is Sam Ellis. Also Adam Miles is the second. And it's Chris Cox leaving the field. So 3 changes there. Chris Cox and Riley Devoyle off the field. And on for the red and green, Sam Ellis and Adam Miles back at centre-back for the red and greens after a stint at Racing Club Warwick. And for the away side, Yaxley, Jez Goldson-Williams on for Matty Walker. And Ellis immediately paying dividends for Coventry United, in with the challenge on Ben Skellett and takes it out for a Coventry United throw. Last touch coming from the number 66. Adamarko trying to prize his way through. The second's called to Harry Wilson, but prodded away by Haskins. Keeping Yaxley at bay. Williams. It's cleared by Cameron Dunn, and Dunn racing through the centre here at the Butts Park Arena. Looks for the through ball. Ryan Harkin, right side of the defence. Ellis is up there with him. Oh, what a strike! What a strike! Ryan Harkin thumps it into the top corner. Beautiful goal. And a second effort of the afternoon for Ryan Harkin. 5 goals in his last 3 games. He's really finding his feet now. Apologies if you were watching on the stream there. The camera switched itself off. Thankfully, we got the footage on the phone. Substitution for Coventry United. Please show your appreciation for number 7, Cameron Dunn. Replaced by number 14, Leo Woods. Substitution confirmed. The earlier substitution for Yaxley. Number 7, Frankie Webster, replaced by number 8, Evan Watkins. Harkin trying to bring the ball under control in the corner, but over the line for the throw. Level with the Yaxley penalty area. 9 minutes to go here on CUTV. Coventry United 4, Yaxley 1. And Adam Miles having his shirt pulled on the way through by Jez Goldson-Williams. The ball had already crossed the line for a throw into Yaxley, about 5 yards into enemy territory. Miles. Over to Gift Musa. Cut out a chance for Yaxley to bring it back to 2 goals again. But Leo Wood stands firm in the challenge against Kobe Smith. Wood. Behind to Cassidy. Sawyer. Cassidy again. Under no real pressure, the United number 5. Miles. Out from the back to Adamarco. Benji Adamarco looks for the through ball to Harry Wilson, but turned away by Callum Pratt. And the through ball by Haskins, couple of paces behind it there, Kobe Smith. Easy pickings for Dan Moore. Ellis. Acres of space on the left-hand side for Harry Wilson. Plenty of red shirts up there. One of them is Sam Ellis. Ellis into the air of his second United goal. And what a beauty it was! What an impact from the bench, Sam Ellis. His second Coventry United strike. And one that he'll remember for a long old while. Top bins completed it. And the old 5 has been secured by the Red and Greens. Here's Ellis. United in cruise control, the Butts Park Arena. What an afternoon it's been. Luke Downs. Curls it over to Harry Sawyer. Now Musa. United looking for a 6th. To aid the goal difference. Luke Downs. Look for the through ball to Ryan Harkin. Pratt got there first and drives it down the right. Harry Wilson will track back and collect for the Red and Greens. Adamarco snuffed out in midfield. And the United fans are singing the old Hawaii 5-0 as our stadium announcer Roy Eden used to play. Five to go at the Butts. Coventry United 5, Yaxley 1. Musa. Leo Wood looking for his first Coventry United goal. Driving in. Leo Wood just let it get away from him. Sutherland pounces and sticks his boot through that one. Cassidy. Luke Downs with the Red and Greens. Now Gift Musa. Benji Adamarco runs into the path of Callum Pratt, and Haskins will mop it up for Yaxley. The lofted ball nodded away by Gift Musa there from Watkins. Sawyer collects at the back. Luke Downs to Gift Musa. Cassidy. Now Downs. Evades catcher from Rahman, playing in a more advanced position after the substitutions. Adamarco to Ellis. For Harking down the left-hand side, intercepted by Pratt. Skips past Benji Adamarco, then leans into Ellis, and Ellis has gone down holding his sternum. United continue at the other end with Luke Downs. Now Benji Adamarco taking on Ethan Plummer, and Plummer with a neat slide takes it out for the corner. Ellis looking to dust himself off. Wilson towards Miles at the far post. Well, we know how dangerous Adam Miles can be, but he left a little too early to that one. Luke Downs, Miles again. And now Cassidy, Daniel Cassidy! Couldn't keep it down. 2.5 minutes to go. Rigby. As Masters gets his boots to that. Adamarco. Like, he himself got past Pratt, but he couldn't get the ball past him, throwing United. A throw from Wilson. Headed back where it came from by Pratt. Interception from Adamarco. Harkin. Adamarco and Harkin keeping it to themselves. Wilson looks right to Luke Downs. Pressure from behind. Dan Cassidy plays it back to Dan Moore. Across the back line to Adam Miles. Downs. Cassidy. United just controlling possession at this stage of the game. Musa to Miles. Miles urged to keep the ball. Here's Sam Ellis. Adamarco making the forward run. Ellis maintains possession. Somehow, despite the best efforts of the substitute Evan Watkins, eventually the slide takes Ellis out, and Wilson gathered at the near post by Rigby. What a day it would have been for Harry Wilson to etch himself on the score sheets. And Downs tugging down the number 16 in Spencer Haskins. Luke Downs all the way back to Dan Moore. It's been a pretty quiet afternoon for the United number 1. Miles. Downs to Sam Ellis. Here's Cassidy at centre back. Dink to the right for Harry Sawyer. We are now into added time, and United have been comfortable for a good old while. Musa. Downs cut out. Yaxley looking for one more sting in the tail, but Downs able to retrieve it and head it back to Dan Moore. Wilson. Adamarco now gift Musa, the man with the armband, in the absence of Chris Cox after his substitution. Cassidy, and there's acres of space in the midfield for Adamarco. Looks right and finds Sawyer. Harkin making the run, as is Adamarco, and here is Benji Adamarco. Sutherland gets in the way, but took behind for the corner. A little Lackadaisical there from Yaxley with no real pressure on the substitute. With a heavy first touch, taking it straight out. It's taken short to Luke Downs. Back to Wilson. Wilson's delivery, the defender couldn't clear it. Adam Miles couldn't turn it goal bound. Ends up on this near side of the field for a throw into the visitors. There haven't been too many stoppages in this second half. We've already had 2 minutes of added time. Throwing up the right touchline. Leo Wood gets his bounce to it, but Goldson Williams momentarily got it back for Yaxley, but Luke Downs intercepts a ball intended for the number 10 in Kobe Smith. Sawyer tried to step over to beat Ben Roberts. Roberts wins that one-on-one, but loses the war, takes it out for a throw in front of Jamie Bakaski. A successful first outing in the Butts Park Arena dugout for the United manager. Cassidy. United not finding a way out of danger here. It's Goldson Williams. Down to Ann Musa, blocking his path. It's behind to Spencer Haskins. Overlapping run being made by Ben Roberts. Roberts, will he make it a 7-goal thriller here? Roberts in, and Dan Moore just beats Kobe Smith to the punch. United unhappy that Moore wasn't given the room to take the kick. He eventually gets it away. Plummer. His ball to this near side. Intercepted by Alamarco, and with a bit of help from Wilson, he gets it back. Harry Wilson. Checks his run. Alamarco's with him. Challenging by Callum Pratt. United throwing, knocking on the door of the Yaxley area once more. The throw to Adamarco. Pratt makes the block. Adamarco shields the ball from Evan Watkins. Ellis. Adamarco, United playing keep away at this stage. Here's Gift Musa into a more central location with Luke Downs. Ellis. Ryan Harkins, does he fancy the hat-trick? Playing it across the penalty area, still with the ball at his feet. Looks behind and finds Cassidy. Ball towards Leo Wood. That would have made the day perfect with Wood's first goal. Rigby holds on. And the referee still allows the game to continue, hence towards the end of the 5th minute of added time. That's it! 5-star performance from Coventry United. Four different scorers, Harkin getting 2. Sawyer, Adamarco, both getting on the score sheet. As well as a wonderful strike from substitute Sam Ellis. That's much more like the Coventry United we know and love. And what an impact they've made on their return to the free-spired city. Coventry United 5, Yaxley 1.